President Trump has reportedly said Japan should have shot down missiles North Korea tested over the country. Earlier this year, sources told the Japan Times ahead of the president's visit. Diplomatic sources told the outlet that Trump made the comments during conversations with leaders of Southeast Asian countries while discussing the threat of North Korea's advancing nuclear weapons program.
US President Donald Trump arrived in Japan as part of a 5-country tour of Asia. He'll be holding several meetings with Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, who's just come off a big election victory last month. Topping the agenda will be regional security and what to do about the growing threat from North Korea. Ian Shin starts us off.
The U.S. president's 12-day Asia tour has kicked off in Japan. Trump is meeting with Prime Minister Shinzo Abe on Sunday as he hopes to, quote, reaffirm the U.S.-Japan alliance as a cornerstone for regional peace and security amid increasing threats from North Korea. Ahead of the two leaders' schedule, which includes a bilateral summit and some Gulf diplomacy, Trump stopped by an airbase to speak to U.S. troops stationed in the country.
No dictator, no regime, and no nation should underestimate ever American resolve.
Pyongyang's most recent provocations include a 6th nuclear test and a ballistic missile launch in September, the second time the North has fired a missile over Japanese territory. After wrapping things up in Tokyo, on Tuesday, Trump will fly to Seoul to meet with South Korean President Moon Jae-in. Among the top items on their agenda as well will likely be tougher sanctions against the North. Korea's presidential office says in times like these, diplomatic, economic, and military cooperation between the allies is more crucial than ever.
We will make this a defining moment for the two countries' relationship. The two nations will take a step beyond comprehensive partnership and solidify a great alliance.
In the meantime, experts say there's a possibility of more threats from Pyongyang while Trump is in Asia. While U.S. officials have spoken of military options, ahead of Trump's visit, his national security advisor did emphasize that Washington has not given up on seeking a diplomatic solution to the North Korea crisis. Ian Shin, Arirang News.
North Korea in both August and in September launched a ballistic missile over Japan, landing in the Pacific Ocean. The Japan Times reported that Trump said he could not understand why a country of samurai warriors would not shoot down the missile while Trump has not made similar comments in the past. He has said that talking is not the answer to solving North Korea problems and that force by the nation would be met with fire and fury. Had Japan shot down the missile, it could have faced serious ramifications such as a military response from North Korea. Trying and failing to shoot down the missile also could have had serious ramifications. shortly after the August test by North Korea. United States warship successfully shot down a medium-range ballistic missile in a test to launch off the coast of Hawaii Wednesday. The test near Hawaii marked the second time that an SM-6 missile intercepted a medium-range ballistic missile. The international community has sought to ratchet up pressure on North Korea after it conducted a nuclear test in September. Pyongyang claimed it tested a hydrogen bomb. The nuclear test, the North 610, its first since Trump took office, spurred international condemnation and fresh United Nations Security Council sanctions. Trump landed Sunday in Japan for the start of a 12-day Asian trolley